You wake up, startled, gasping for air, as you recover from a nightmare. It is the same nightmare that's been repeating itself for weeks now. Every night, you helplessly watch as the same damn scene unfolds right before your eyes. There are children running around in a playground, as a little girl climbs across the monkey bars. You get that nauseating feeling that something's about to happen, but you don't know what. You try yelling for the girl to warn her. The only thing that escapes from your throat is air. Now that you realize it's too late, you attempt to block your eyes out as the girl falls, causing a sickening crack to ring throughout your head. You look helplessly at her limp body, along with the rest of the kids who were just laughing just a few minutes ago. That's when you wake up in a cold sweat, realizing that it was just the same nightmare again. You haven't gotten any used to it by now. You don't think you ever will. Still in your sleepy daze, you look towards the bright green digital number staring back at you. It is now 1:30 in the morning, same as the last time. At this point, you have given up all hope of going back to sleep, and you head downstairs to get a glass of water. You realize that you have work in the morning. About a week ago, you start helping tear down an old school that hasn't been used since the 60s. Strangely enough, that's when this nightmare started. Great, you say between sips. How am I gonna function properly with only 4 hours of sleep? Later that morning, you arrive at the school. Obvious signs of age were shown throughout the building, such as rusting pipes, plants growing up on the walls, chipping paint, and a fine sheet of dust that coated every surface within the area. What the hell happened to this place? You say as you walk through the front doors. Messy, isn't it? Said Mike, standing on top of a stepladder. You seem to be taking down some of the ceiling. The echoes of drills and nail guns rang throughout the building, with the occasional roar of a power saw. So, what do I gotta do today? Well, Mike, not sparing any attention from his work, you can start by tearing up the floorboards in the gymnasium. After that, we're gonna need your help in dismantling the chalkboards in the classroom. You nod, and with that he hands you a hammer and a pry bar. As you enter the gym, the sounds of the door opening and slamming shut reverberated around the walls. It's silent. From here, all the noises of the power tools couldn't be heard. It's a big school, and you're completely on the opposite wing than them. You find a corner in the gym, where you decided you will start. You begin the challenging task of prying and ripping up wooden boards. About halfway in, you notice something odd. As if you felt that you were being watched, as if someone's glare was drilling into your skin. In an attempt to uplift the easy feeling, you call out, "Yeah, Mike?" No answer. Of course, you expected there wouldn't be an answer, but you had hoped that there would be a reason for that feeling. You quickly shake it off and continue working. Since you started working here, nothing has ever seemed out of place or weird. You came to the conclusion that it was just the silence that made you feel uneasy, so you decided to start listening to some music while you work. But then, like before, you got that feeling that someone was watching you. Maybe your music didn't seem right. It sounded as if there was this faint background noise mixed in with the singing, but you couldn't put your finger on it. You hastily ripped out one earphone out of your ear to see if someone was trying to call you or something. You found out the background noise is laughter, and it definitely wasn't coming from the headphones. "Hello?" You call out as you shove the headphones into your pants pocket. "Who's there?" The laughter quickly faded, as if a group of giggling children ran further in the recesses of a building. "There are kids in here?" you said to yourself. You pull the pry bar from out underneath the board of wood as you're about to tear, and set it on the floor. "Hello? Mike!" You call out once again, as you make your way out of the gym, and walk down the flight of stairs directly after the double doors. At the bottom of the stairs, you find yourself near what looks to be a lunchroom. This was definitely not the way you came when Mike led you in the gym, but you kept going. You checked the lunchroom to see if the kids were hiding in there, but all you saw was an open space and some folded up lunch tables. Again, you hear the laughter coming from down the hall. You leave the room and walk toward the giggling, but as you see me get closer, it started to fade away again. When you turn the corner, you realize that you reached a dead end, with a classroom door standing at the end. The door was blue, matching the linoleum tiles decorating the floor. and rusted. You walked up to it and shook the handle, only to find out that it was locked. What the hell? Where'd they go? As you spoke, a hand grabbed your shoulder, causing you to jump. You turn around and see Mike with a questioning look on his face. Fucking Christ, man, you scared me, said him. Yeah, I could see that. What are you doing down here? Did you finish the gym? Good, cause we need... No, I did finish. Hey, did someone bring their kids here or something? Not as far as I know, but you need to finish tearing up the floor soon. We need some help with the electrical stuff. You nod and followed him back. After you had finally untangled your headphones and started your music again, you proceeded to finish the gym's floor. But not 2 minutes after, though, you started working, you hear those goddamn kids again. This time, it seemed as though their laughing was mocking you. You figured they would just run away again and the laughing would stop. So you decided to continue on with what you were doing and ignored it. But it never went away. As a matter of fact, it seemed to grow louder and more irritating at that. What? You screamed at the kids, but laughing persisted. This time you threw down your pry bar, because at this point you didn't feel like playing games. Instead of walking toward the noises, you ran, hoping to catch them. With each step you took, the lockers that lined the hallway shook and rattled in response. Your footsteps echoed down the stairs as you continued chasing the kids. At this point, you had no idea where you were in the building or where you were going. The only thing that mattered to you was following the giggling and catching. As you ran, you noticed that the building started to seem clean and more vibrant. The paint wasn't chipping, and the lockers were nowhere near rusted. Hell, it looked like everything had just received a new coat of paint. I thought they were tearing it down, not renovating it, you thought to yourself. You kept on running until you came by the lunchroom. You figured that you just ran in a circle. But that theory was shot down when you noticed that in the lunchroom, the tables were set up and the floors were cleaned. The trash cans and tables seemed to be coated with crumbs and spilled strawberry milk in some spots. This didn't make sense, seeing not how 2 seconds ago the tables were folded up, and everything seemed to be coated in dust. You stopped and glared at everything, thoroughly confused, until the laughing pulled you from your thoughts. Once you started running again, the laughter stopped. No, it didn't die like the joke got old. Everyone simultaneously stopped, as if they got hit by a train, halting all noise pouring from their mouths. Along with the laughter, your footsteps stopped, as you try to take in your surroundings so you can figure out where you were. So one small chuckle came a complete mess. The hinges on the stall doors and faucets were terribly rusted, and many tiles were either cracked or gone completely. One stall door was even hanging on one hinge, causing it to slant awkwardly. You check every stall, hoping to confront one of those little bastards. No one was in there. What the hell? You say out loud. You swore that you heard a chuckle come from that exact area. How could there not be kids in here? You turn toward the faucet and twist at the knob. You figure that if you splash your face a few times, it would help you pull yourself together. Of course, no water came out. Suddenly, you see something in the corner of the mirror that caused you to choke in your own breath. In one of the stalls was a little girl, her eyes peering into yours. Except, she didn't really have eyes, only milky white marbles that seemed too big for her skull. It wasn't only her eyes, though. Everything about her was just not normal. Her skin clung to her bone, causing her joints to poke out. Her hair was matted and missing perfume spots, like an old doll. She was wearing this torn white dress stained with dirt and blood. And then a sudden realization hit your thoughts like a brick wall. Under what seemed to be the remains of a rotting corpse, you realized that she resembled the girl who appears in your nightmares. Her lips slowly curled back, revealing an awful set of teeth that were sharpened to the point. You scream and run out of the bathroom. On your way out, you take note that the building didn't look as neat anymore, but it was back in a state of decay. Suddenly you bump into Mike as you turn a corner. "What the hell are you doing?" Mike said, clearly frustrated. "This is the second time you abandoned your job." "What the fuck is going on here?" you yell, demanding an answer. Mike throws you a questioning look and spoke up. "What are you talking about? Nothing's happening. Look, if you feel a little sick, you can go home." "No, I'm fine. I promise I'll finish this time. Now where's the way back?" Mike points toward the flight of stairs leading to the hallway. Up the stairs and down the hall to your left. You'll see the double doors when you reach them. As you two make the back to where you originally were, a thought emerges from the back of your head. Hey, why did this place shut down anyways? It looks as if everyone just left one day and didn't come back. Well, started Mike as the sound of footsteps reverberated on the stairwell. A young girl, student, died here. Apparently it was too much sadness for the kids to handle and made them all depressed. So in hope of erasing the incident from their minds, they moved them to a different school. A cold hand of fear ran its sharp nails up your spine. How exactly did she die? She goes through the double doors. Mike answers. She fell from the playground and broke her neck. You swallow hard as Mike began to leave and go back to what he was doing. Shouldn't be long now, said Mike. You don't have much more left to do. We'll be done in no time. The sound of metal doors slamming shut followed afterwards. You figured that you should just hurry up, finish tearing up the wooden boards so that you can go home and never come back. You start your music back up and continue your job, half expecting to hear laughter, but nothing happened. And when you finished, nothing happened. On your drive home, you started questioning whether or not it was all in your head, and that nightmare had caused you to go crazy. At the thought of the nightmare, your stomach dropped. Remembering what Mike had said, this thought stuck with you until you decided to go to bed, knowing what was going to come next. You didn't want to think about the playground or the girl, especially not after today. But the image of her face, her awful, awful face, stuck with you. There should be no reason for you to be paranoid now. It's over. You're here, and she's all the way back there. Hell, she probably doesn't even exist, you say to yourself as you slowly lose consciousness. But as you close your eyes, awaiting the horrible vision, a small chuckle escapes from outside your bedroom door.